Hey guys, it's me, Spell McGee, and again I'm too lazy to make a vlog, so I'm just going to do a quick live health update. Please excuse how messy my room is. It looks like my life, a giant mess. Yeah, but I don't know, it's a mess. You guys love me anyway, right? So today has been crazy. Today was my pulmonology follow-up via telehealth and my 6-month breast ultrasound. Oh, please excuse that now. It is so gross. So you guys know I'm immune suppressed, and I tried fake nails, and it got infected. So that's why my nail looks like a moldy piece of bread. Anyway, so let's start with the beginning of today. I've been nervous for this appointment because you guys know me. I like to know what my reports mean. I will Google the heck out of them until I find out what they mean. And ask doctors who kind of don't know what they mean because they're not the specialists following that problem. So I get every possible problem under the sun under my radar, and then I get super stressed out. And then I had my 6-month breast ultrasound today, and after cancer, I just hate everything tumor related. So I've been dreading today with every inch of my soul. But I got up at the crack of dawn, we went up and did my breast ultrasound, and on the left side, they marked a lot of tumors, which that side's always messed up. And there was like 2 or 3 new tumors on the right. But the worst part about that was, so my stomach has been just awful. It's been the worst thing in the whole world, especially food-wise, and usually I'm constipated, and let's just say lately I have not been having that problem. And good heck, I was getting the breast ultrasound, and you know when you feel like you just have to fart, so bad. Nothing can help you. You are going to fart, and it is going to be awful. That happened while I was laying there, and this lady was ultrasounding my breast. And I'm just like, no. You are not farting right now. So I wasn't even talking, because I was using every muscle in me trying not to fart. And she was finally done, and I was just waiting for the radiologist to come, trying to hold it, and I just couldn't hold it anymore. So I had to run to the bathroom, basically just wearing a Superman cape to cover my boobs. Oh my gosh, it was horrendous. And then me and my dad went and got some food, came back home, and then it was the pulmonology appointment. And as you can tell, I'm so excited about how this pulmonology appointment went. Over the moon thrilled about it. No, I think my pulmonologists are really good. I just think they're a really complex case. And guys, I need some cheering up. Give me some thumbs up. Show me something, because I need it. I am so frustrated after that appointment. So, my rheumatologist said those lung cysts are abnormal. So I'm like, oh, awesome. With cysts abnormal, maybe we'll start, doing an immunosuppressive treatment. Get them under control. I'll be able to breathe, because breathing's been, really hard lately. So, who knows, maybe things will be better. And pulmonology is just as lost as I am. So I'm like, I was asking about the cyst, and they're like, okay, so we don't think it's part of your sarcoma, like a sarcoma reoccurrence, because the cyst has stayed the same for years, and if it was a sarcoma, it would grow. We don't think that these cysts are we think they're benign, we think they're not killing you, that maybe they could be part of an IVIG process, or a connective tissue disease process, but we're not really sure, but we don't think that's what's causing your lungs to drop. We don't really know what's causing your lungs to drop. Have you been to the Mayo Clinic? You guys know my awesome experience at the Mayo Clinic, where I was there for 7 weeks, and they basically sent me home to die, and their whole big thought was to get me worked up for POTS, but I had been worked up for POTS, and I was negative. I have another form of dysautonomia called inappropriate sinus tachycardia. So, not POTS, because there was no orthostatic change. They are so lost, so lost. They just kept on saying, I'm a complicated case. And I'm like, I know I'm a complicated case, but I just want to breathe. I didn't say that, and I tried to be professional, and I'm on 5 hours of sleep. So that probably didn't help. But it was horrible, guys. They're talking about, oh, well, maybe the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. I can afford the freaking Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. I fought for 2 years to go to the Mayo Clinic in Phoenix, and I fought with my insurance every single day. I had a caseworker, and then my insurance still didn't cover it, and we had to get financial aid because it was ridiculous, the price of healthcare. The price of healthcare in America, the price for someone like me to stay alive is ridiculous. Anyway, oh, yeah, Melissa, they were talking about Minnesota, but I have no clue how we would freaking afford it or if it would work, because I lost all hope in the Mayo Clinic after my time there when they literally sent me home. They're like, enjoy life and quality of life not back, and I just didn't care, and my experience at the Mayo was utterly awful. So I don't want to go back there again. But then they're talking about doing a lung biopsy. And we know how well my lungs do under anesthesia. Like, it's really bad. And they said we'll have to work with a surgeon and work with those around it. But they're doing this thing called the VQ scan to check for like little blood clots in my lungs because my diffusion capacity is lower than it should be. So your diffusion capacity is how your body takes in oxygen. So you breathe it in and then it has to go through this whole process. And my body is at the lower end of normal at this process, but for my age it's pretty low. Oh, you have brother-in-law and sister-in-law who are both doctors there? Or any of them pulmonologists? Like, can you get me the hookup? Because right now, I don't know. They want to do this lung biopsy, but they're like, we don't even know if lung biopsy would be worth it because you are on anti-inflammatories. So I'm like, awesome, I'm going to end up in the ICU again for a test that's not going to be worth it. And they're like, well, we did learn we need to keep you on your beta blockers for sure, and we think your heart is greatly affected by dehydration. And with gastroparesis, staying hydrated is impossible, especially right now, because everything is on a hill. So, yeah, it's not fun right now. I'm really frustrated. Not sure, but I'm sure they know pulmonary doctors there. Heck, if you want to talk to them and, like, be my advocate and see who they would recommend just in case I have to go that route, I would deeply, deeply appreciate it. Because I've literally asked the doctor today, I'm like, if we don't find anything in these tests, am I screwed? And she just smiles at me and goes, well, one step at a time, which basically means, yes, sweetheart, you are screwed. In a very nice way. But they're just not figuring out anything, and my oxygen has been doing so bad lately. And they say a lot of heart disease patients and asthma patients and lung disease patients are really struggling right now with all these fires. And they're like, so it hits everything you have. I'm like, you think I have heart and lung disease? Which I guess I already knew I had heart and lung disease, but it feels just like my body is failing and no one knows why. Like, in the past, they just tell me it was in my head, which really sucks. But it's like, oh, maybe I can just magically get better. Maybe I can wake up one day and everything can be fine and dandy and awesome. And now it's like, yeah, you might be dying. We don't know. Send us help. Your case makes us really stressed because you don't know. And yeah, it just feels like no one's going to figure anything out, ever. Like, I was scared but ready for these tests to be abnormal today. And it's something that I don't even, know for sure. I know medicine's not sure, period. But if they have to do the stupid biopsy that's going to threaten my life anyway, I almost just want them to biopsy assist, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I feel like all my options kind of suck right now. Oh yeah, you can totally share my name. You can share my information. Frick, if he wants my number, I will give you my number. If there's any, I don't know. If Mayo's an option again, I don't even know. You know? So if I could have, help and an advocate out there, if your brother would be willing to help me, your brother and sister-in-law, your brother and sister, I would be totally willing, because my team seems totally out of ideas, and I'm not going down the POTS train again, because I've already been evaluated for POTS, and it's already been negative. And I think they're just looking that way, because POTS is very common for girls around my age, and I do have a tachycardia, but I have another form of dysautonomia. So, yeah, Melissa, if you could help me out, that would be amazing. Then I just have to figure out how to financially get to freaking Minnesota. Let's just hope they find something, but if I could feel a little bit more secure in that as a plan B, and your family knew people, that would be awesome. Because right now, I'm just feeling kind of screwed. And my, oxygen stats have just been dropping all the time. And, I need to turn my oxygen around the house more. But I don't know, there's something, I know it's dumb, but emotionally, wearing oxygen is hard for me. Is that the dumbest thing in the world I like? Because, my lungs suck, so I need to wear the oxygen. But just, oxygen is this reminder that my body is going downhill. And having to wear it a lot just kind of reminds me of that, and I really struggle with it. It's really, really, really stupid. Like, so stupid. Yeah, and oh, what else? They're having me start back on the inhaler I got off of because breathing's been so difficult, which sucks because I was really excited about getting off that inhaler, but literally breathing's just been tricky. So we're scheduling that test and then grouping together to see what's next, and if that blood vessel test doesn't show anything, it's lung biopsy and then maybe the Mayo Clinic. And thank you for saying that it's not dumb. I feel dumb, and I feel like the biggest complainer in the whole world. There's people who just like are sick and never complain, and I don't understand them because I consider myself a happy person. But this is really hard, especially when doctors don't know what's going on. Like, medicine, I know a lot of medicine is a mystery, but I hate being that freaking mystery. I just, like, the future is so unknown with this disease, and, like, or what, like a year ago, I would have never thought I'd be on oxygen, and just things keep going downhill, and it makes me wonder what's next. And then they said there's, like, a premise of myopathy that could be causing the lack of breath. Speaking of lack of breath. And it's like, yeah, the treatment that could be keeping you alive could be causing this, but we don't know what's causing this. We just know your oxygen stats are going downhill. And I kept talking about my lung disease, so they believe that there is a big lung disease causing this. They just don't know what it is, and I want them to know what it is. I'd almost, like, be happy if they found just something bad in my lungs. I know that's stupid, but a bad process is happening anyway. If they found it, like, I would be scared and thinking Heavenly Father, oh, it isn't good. So, it's really stupid, but I felt like I should do a live for this instead of a vlog. So, Melissa, maybe you are the reason. Maybe I'll end up at the Mayo Clinic. Heaven knows how I'm going to get my insurance to keep that, if that happens. But maybe your family can hook me up, and this can end up not killing me. Like, that'd be great, right? Oh, so seriously, thank you. It's just, I'm so frustrated. Like, so freaking frustrated. And I just haven't felt good at all lately. And I wonder how we're going to do my complicated airways with all this testing. And I fought so hard not to die. I really want to keep that. You know? Like, and it's, I don't know, it's ridiculous that in medicine it's a piece-by-piece thing. When I have this systematic disease that's attacking everything, they just look at it from these teeny little sections, and I feel like all the pieces together might put together the big picture, but no one looks at all the pieces together. It's just these teeny little pieces. So I don't know, like, I wish I could freaking assemble my doctors together like the Avengers, so they all just could talk about it. And I'm actually going to talk to Palliative Care about that when I do telehealth with them on the 2nd. So that is basically my health update. I am extremely frustrated and kind of trying not to cry at the moment because August was kind of hopeless. But Melissa, maybe you're going to be my angel in this. Who knows? So I will take every single prayer I can get and just thank you guys for the love and support. I got like 5 hours of sleep last night because I was stressed and I don't want to go to sleep. I have to wake up super early. And I just have to trust God. Like, you look at it, the only thing you can really control in life is your agency and like your choices and your will. And the part of becoming like a savior is giving that only thing you have to Him. And I'm not very good at it, but I'm trying. Maybe Heavenly Father's trying to teach me patience or humility or endurance or something. Oh gosh, He's trying to teach me patience. I'm screwed, guys. I'm so screwed. I am the least patient person in the entire world. Yeah, I need a team of doctors. If anyone out there knows, I want to, like, especially if any of you have worked with the University of Utah system, I want all my doctors to talk and meet together, because I feel like that is going to be one of the only ways we figure this out, is that if everyone talks together, so you can, like, put all the puzzle pieces together instead of have all the puzzle pieces sit in different rooms. So if you've worked with the U system and know how to make that a possibility, like, please let me know, because things are just getting worse health-wise, and every doctor's like, I can just tell you're getting sicker, and it's like hard, really hard. I'm trying to like find the positives and the bright sides. Like Brooklyn's little birthday this weekend was awesome, and I'm excited to show you guys pictures of that. But with COVID and everything, and just my health declining, this is getting really hard, and I don't know what to do next. And people have gone to 10 freaking years of med school. I don't know what to do next, and I'm just hoping I'm not screwed. Mayo works in teams. They did it in Arizona. The Arizona Mayo Clinic is the worst hospital in the whole world. The pulmonologist there was incredible, but I didn't like anyone else. They didn't work in teams, they didn't talk to each other, and they were awful. So hopefully the Minnesota one is a lot different. I mean, I do have family in Florida too, so maybe the Florida Mayo could be possible. But again, just thinking about the Mayo makes me want to throw up. Because they just told me to go home and die. I'm not spending all that money again for someone to tell me to go home and die. I'm screwed, guys. I feel so screwed. But on the bright side, my birthday is October 6th, and I will have survived to 25, and that is a freaking accomplishment. Don't take a day for granted. Don't take health for granted. Don't take anything for granted. I think I'm gonna end this live right here, unless you guys have any suggestions or words of encouragement before I go cry. Or if you guys know how to save these videos so I can post them to YouTube, that'd be really cool too. So let me know if you like these live updates, because they're easier for me than the vlogs, so even if you don't like them, I'll probably still do them. Did you guys tell I'm done today? Oh, and I have to wait for my doctor to call back about the official breast ultrasound results. But they all look benign. I was looking at them and the tumors were round, so that typically means benign. So yeah, I am going on a wing and a prayer, quite literally. Send so much help. And if you guys think, like, am I wrong to think that maybe these, like, cysts should be looked at a bit more? I mean, I've had them forever, but, like, I don't know. It's just, I think cancer makes me paranoid of anything in my body. I just don't freaking know anymore, guys. I don't know. Hope you weren't expecting too smiley from McGee today, because I don't even know anymore. Oh, well, I love you guys. Thank you all for the support. Please, if you can... it's falling. And there's my snake plant. If you can answer any of my questions in this video, let me know. Melissa, you were amazing. And if not, just, like, send your prayers my way. Pray for my medical team that they can figure stuff out. I keep on praying to have trust in them, but, like, I'm Mission Impossible, so I gotta be a little easier on them. They're incredible doctors. My body's just incredibly stupid. Have a great day. Remember, it's a bad day, not a bad life. And as always, smile.